akujwayelekile like uculture yamaZulu ukuthi umuntu owesilisa athathe isibongo somuntu wesifazane.
As an African man, I don't think it's one of the things I would do. But if maybe there are some motives financially, if there is a motive, maybe I will have to consider that. But in my sober mind, as far as how much I love you, I won't take my wife's surname.
I think I'd only take it if it's not a Zulu surname or a Vernac surname. So it doesn't have to come Neitagazelo or anything. So if it was like an English surname, then I would take it because now it doesn't have to mess Nabapans and all that. So that's the only reason why I would take it.
It depends, number one, on how you were raised. What's the norm in your household? So personally, in my household, that's not a very normal thing. Normally when you get married, they tell you, okay, you know, especially in my family, a lot of us have my father's, or like their father's surnames would be, you know, the wife's surname.
Mbukela abayena ababili bacele inkantolo yomthethosisekelo yaseNingizimu Afrika ukuthi isenze sibe semthethweni isinqumo esasenziwe inkantolo ephakeme yaseBloemfontein ngonyaka odlule ngoba befuna ukusebenzisa izibongo zamakhosikazi abo. Last week, the Corn Court heard arguments saying that parts of the Births and Deaths Registration Act are unconstitutional. Njengamanje umthetho waseNingizimu Afrika mbukela ubavumela besilisa ukuthi bathathe izibongo zamakhosikazi abo ngemuva komshado. NgoSeptember odlule, inkantolo ephakeme yaseFree State Bloemfontein yathola ukuthi isigaba 26(1)A kuya ku-C somthethosisekelo kanye nomthetho nqubo 18(2)A sicwasa abesilisa abafuna ukushintsha izibongo uma sebeshadile. Namhlanje ke mbukeli ku-Asikhulume Let's Talk sibuza ukuthi ngabe imithetho yomshado eNingizimu Afrika iyababandlulula abantu besilisa na? Asekubingelele ke mbukeli sikwamukela ohlelweni Asikhulume Let's Talk. Igama lami ngingubongiwe uMakhumalo wakwaZwane. Asikukhumbuze ke mbukeli ukuthi ungaba ingxenye lolu hlelo ngokushayela ucingo sizo umbono noma umbuzo wakho. Inombolo zethu zocingo 011-714-0677. Ungaphinde futhi usithole ku 011-714-0678. Kanti futhi kumakhasi okuxhumana mbukeli ku-X @SABC izindaba, kanti ku-Facebook ikhasi lethu SABC izindaba. Ukuze kubelula ke mbukeli sicela uqale ngo#asikhulume #SABC News bese ke ubhala umbuzo noma umbono wakho. Asikhulume. Mbukela iNingizimu Afrika izwe elinabantu abagxile kakhulu einkolweni nasezenzweni zamasiko. Yize kunjalo ngalolunye uhlangothi mbukeli izwe libhekwa abantu abaningi njengelomthethosisekelo onenqubekela phambili kunawo onke. The Births and Deaths Registration Act case brought before the Corn Court has brought about mixed reaction. Abanye ongoti bayavumelana nelungelo labesilisa ukuyikhethela isibongo, kepha abanye bagcizelela ukuthi lokhu kuphambene namasiko. Kodwa ngaphambi kokuthi siqhubeke nengxoxo yethu mbukeli, ake sibuke nawo umbiko.
Ingaba umgaqo-nkqubo wokuqala ka-Section 26 wokubhaliswa kokuzalwa nokubhubha kwabantu unocalucalulo olungathethelelekiyo nolunomkhethe ngokusilela ukunika abayeni ilungelo okanye ukukhetha ukuthabatha ifani yonkosikazi kuzinina. Abamangali abangabatshati ababini abazise esisicelo enkundleni batshotsha entla phambi kwenkundla ngelithi ewe lo mgaqo-nkqubo uqatselisa umsantsa wokungalingani ngokwesini kweli. Kambe ke igqwetha uNels Mellenberg SC ommele abamangali utendalazise phambi kwenkundla wenjenje.
The practice stems from the historic development and it's considered that it differentiates, and if there is no legitimate government objective or purpose that is served by that, it is discriminatory and it is objectionable and it is constitutionally invalid.
Abamangali uYana Jordan noHenry van der Merwe kanye nabatshati uJess Donnelly Bondman noAndreas Nicholas Bondman bacele umngeli kumthetho kwinkundla ephakamileyo yecandelo laseFreystata. Oku kuza emva kokuba uVan der Merwe engavunyelwanga ukuba athabathe ifani yonkosikazi wakhe uJordan ze umnumzana Bondman akavunyelwa ukuba inxalenye yefani yakhe ibandakanye yonkosikazi wakhe uDonnelly. Lo gama ababatshati abachati baye balinda ukungavumeleki ngokomgaqo siseko okuza kuqinisekiswa inkundla ephezulu kwezobulungisa.
If we were to make or rather confirm the declaration of constitutional invalidity, suspend for, is it 24 months, and keep quiet, would that not be a judicious exercise of the discretion that we have in terms of section 172(1)(b?
Justice, that would leave a lot of people in limbo for a very long period of time.
Ukanti ke isigwebo ngalomba sisankonyiwe.
Mbukeli ukudingida kabanzi ngalolu daba asamukele ihambeli zethu umkhulu Ntsingiza oyi-CEO yeZenze Mandela Foundation kanye no-advocate Ntombi Mpofu no-family law expert. We had already even started, you could hear the conversation in studio. Akunamukele nobabili mkhulu.
Thokoza Ndlovukazi.
Nakho kuthiwa thathani izibongo zethu.
Hey, Ndlovukazi, mina into eyangiduduza ukuthi ayiphumi ebantwini abamnyama. Ngabe beyiphuma ebantwini abamnyama, I would be very worried ukuthi kahle kahle i-foundation yethu yesintu siyayibulala. And I think the main problem i-constitution umthethosisekelo. Umthethosisekelo is based on ukubona nokucabanga nokwenza kwabantu base West. Enthina la sise Africa. Into enjengale ngeke uyibona yenzakale Israel. Israel umthetho wakhona taking care of the Israeli people. You know, now la South Africa, not only South Africa, all over the continent sixubile. Why? Because we're colonized and we're forced into that position. After the so-called colonization, azange sibe nethuba lokuyibuza nje ukuthi singoba. Even nomthethosisekelo, it was supposed to be grounded on African law. Not this borrowed and foreign law.
Advocate Mpofu uthini?
Mina nje okokuqala engizokusho ukuthi eNingizimu Afrika into kufanele ukuthi sibheke ukuthi umthetho wethu it gets developed and along the time it evolves. Therefore it gives a room to grow and get to accept these new changes. So we need to adapt, and if we see the law being challenged, it means there's a room to grow.
So we mustn't look at it in a negative light to say that now, if the Constitutional Court confirms, inkantolo kulungile ngaqhubeka, it's an option. If umuntu wesilisa uyafuna ukuthatha isibongo somkakho ungasithatha, it mustn't be seen in a negative light ukuthi umthetho uyashintsha njengoba isikhathi sihamba.
You know, njengoba uyibeka kanjalo, it just reminds me of a case ekayenzeka eyathathwa nayo yasiwa elente Constitutional Court. Kule case, what had happened is that kwakhona inkosi yakhothama. Ithi mikhothama inkosi kanti umthetho wasebukhosini uthi in order for you ukuthi ukwazi ukuhlala esihlalweni sobukhosi kumele ukuthi uzalwe ebukhosini. Walithika lebhokisi lomntwana. Kumele ukuthi ube izibulo lenkosi. Walithika lebhokisi lomntwana. Kuthe esekumele ukuthi athike ibhokisi lesi3 okuthi kumele ukuthi uze ube indlalifa yenkosi, kumele ukuthi ube umfana. Wayeyintombazane, wayeyinkosazana. Akakwazanga ke ukuhlala kulesihlalo. Yathathwa ke le ndaba yaso eConstitutional Court. So iConstitutional Court made a decision ukuthi it develop the law. The law was developed ukuthi inkosi leyo angeke ngikwazi ukusho ukuthi which, but in 2025 the king enkhuluma ngayo usaphila, uhleli esitulweni. Right? So now kwayenzakalani ekugcineni kosuku iConstitutional Court yayibhekene nequestion okumele ayiphendule ukuthi si develop kanjani I custom. The law was supposed to be developed and defined to match this bridge. Ngoba now she's female. She has to sit in this throne. Now, at the end of the day, what we saw in that, we saw a majority, a judgment. Majority, they said, yes, it's good. Minority, there was a problem because they are saying she is married, she's got kids, what will happen? But the Constitutional Court will not answer that question today. That question will be answered at the later stage when that eventuality happens. So we are faced with the same situation as we speak.
So, Advocate Mpofu Mkhulu uthi the law is developing. It's being challenged. Umthethosisekelo wethu uyavuma ukuthi let there be such challenges. Asingabuki mhlambe ngathi amasiko they're being challenged and all of that. Uma ubuka wena lesi sinqumo asithi mhlambe umthetho uyashintshwa kuthiwa yebo i-Constitutional Court iyavuma abantu besilisa bangalithatha lezi ibongo. Kuzofanele futhi kube khona mhlambe okunye esikhuluma ngakho siyiningizimu Afrika ukuthi mhlambe ke mangabe sekuyenzeka lokhu nakubantu abamnyama bakhona bakufunayo siqale sikhuluma okunye futhi.
Cha mina bengingathi Ndlovukazi singabantu abamnyama ngoba i-future yethu ne-future yezingane emoshekayo esiloko siqovwa umthetho wangaphansi. This is Roman Dutch law. It has no business to be here. What should be developed la umthetho umthetho wamakhosi kahle kahle yiwo because lo umthetho it's not even considered ibizwa ukuthi customary law. It plays second fiddle to a constitution, so therefore automatically umthetho wethu before kufika belungu is undermined, and leyo nto iyasibulala siyisizwe simnyama. Yinto nathi kumele sihlanganisa amakhanda ukuthi how do we challenge the very same constitution, because the constitution seems to be our problem. You know, it's dangerous towards us because it is slowly, you know, chowing in our moral values. When you accept into yomuntu ophuma eBritain, kuye abanamasiko. eBritain akunamasiko. Ngeke uzwe bathi I know le family ihlaba inkomo ihlaba imbuzi for bakhulumana namadlozi. Abanayo leyo nto. Kepha umthetho wabo is superior eAfrica.
Sure.
I think that's the foundation problem, Ndlovukazi.
When we come back from the break, ngizothanda ukuthi sikhulume ngesibongo somuntu.
Sure.
Nemvelaphi yakhe ukuthi how much of that is attached to a person's identity. Ngoba mobega the Constitutional Court papers, one of the wives is arguing ukuthi mina ngashiwa abazali ngina 4. Bengathanda ukuthi isibongo sabasiqhubeke. Umyeni wakho uyavuma uthi vele ke nami ngiyafuna ukusithatha isibongo. So let's speak about the surnames Mbukeli Masibuye.
Cha ngibona kuyinto egrand mina yabo, because ngokwesintu ngazi ukuthi umuntu wesifazane uye kumele ethethe esibongeni sakhabondoda yabo, because vele iningi labantu bahlale baphikisana nalo.
I would agree because it's a personal choice. I mean, it's a couple choice. So if a couple are comfortable to say, you know what, the wife wants to say, you can take my surname, it's vice versa. It's the same way a woman is comfortable taking her husband's surname. So if the husband wants to take the woman's surname, it's a personal choice.
Ay cha ngibona kuyinto embi. Ingoba akumelanga vele nakusiko ngisiko vele ayenziwe into enjani. Singashawa amadlozi. Cabanga sengithatha isibongo somfazi izoba njani leyo nto abakisi bangakwata.
I think that if there is some sort of important reason for it, then perhaps, yeah. For instance, I myself have a fairly uncommon surname. There's not many of us left. So I would prefer to have my kids have the same surname. But if my wife had, say, an equally uncommon or rare surname, and it was important to her that that sort of be passed on, yeah, I think there could be compelling reasons why I would do it.
Mbukeli, we have our regular caller on the line, Brazet from the Eastern Cape. Brazet, sawon.
Manje isibulisele kuwe msasazi wami nguBrazet lona kwaKhibe State. Msasazi wami mina ndithi ke lento yokuba izibongo kuthiwe amadoda manawo icourt ithi mawabize ezabafazi. Kaloku ibihleli ngasikho mahala kwalapha ebafazini. Abafazi besibalobola. So ke ngoku nabo xa bezasilobola mabasho ke bathi hayi singatshintsha ke nabo bayokwenza ama negotiations khona khabondoda bakhipha ilobola. Hayi le ukuthi mahala njena ngoku lo government ufuna ukwenza izinto mahala ufuna thina sithisene mahala bese ngalithinti mahala nezabo besizilobolela khipha inkomo mabakhipha inkomo balobola uBrazet wakhiba nabo.
Siyabonga Brazet wase State nango ke mkhulu ngizoza kuwena khona manje in just a moment. Customarily nango Brazet uthi if this is how it's going to be, let it go further. And ingene endabeni yamalobolo. I suppose that could be another step in this hurdle to look at this act.
Like I said earlier on, umthetho wethu develops. So indaba yokushintshwa kwesibongo akusiyo impoqo ukuthi abantu besilisa baphoqelekile ukuthi bangashintsha izibongo bathathe izibongo zomngabo. Akusiyo impoqo. Kuba ichoice eyenzakalayo phakathi kwabantu ababili abathandanayo asebeshadile. Njengoba nje echaza lo omunye wekhaphula ukuthi cha mina abazali bami bashona ngimncane ngakho ke angifuni ukuthi ngikhohlwe imvelaphi yami angifuni ukukhohlwa isibongo sami. Bavumelana ke njengekhaphula ukuthi no ungasithatha. Laba abanye batha kuzoba i-double barrel surname, which is ngibona ukuthi mina ku allowed, and that is okay as well. So,
and it's a choice, as you say. It's a choice. Yes. Nobody is forced. Mkhulu nango Brazet uthi kumele khokho amalobolo manje.
Kungenzeka ifike lapho if democracy iyawina. Ngoba justified if lezinto you know the position exchange the same thing eyenzakala ngapha emadoda but siyakweshwama lokho. I don't think kuzowenzeka lokho.
Awucabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe uZulu ungavuma nje?
Cha ngeke kuvunywe ngoba Ndlovukazi. Remember ukuthi iNdlovukazi isuka ekhaya kubo yazi. And at that point eyocaciswa uyafa. Meaning the old her dies and she agrees, she knows uyazi ukuthi ilanga lokufa lelo konke kwalesa sibongo kusale emuva, but it doesn't mean ukuthi leso sibongo asiphili noma eganwe kaSibanibani legama lasekhaya ubizwa ngalo ngaso sonke isikhathi injalo Ndlovukazi. So therefore akusho kuwe kuthiwe manje lesi sakubo mama isibongo is not important. It's very important now. Semqoka kakhulu. It's just that usiko nje must never be confused. Imithetho eyenzakalayo in our lives corrupta a lot of things whereby kuba nzima manje ukuchazela ingane ukuthi okay ngizochaza kanjani ukuthi na kusengifuna ukuthatha isibongo sika mama wabo.
Advocate Mpofu, so how then do you begin as lawmakers to strike a balance between umthetho kanye namasiko? Ngoba abanye bayasho ukuthi ngathi it seems like the law is encroaching on amasiko, kodwa abanye bathi cha siseningizimu Africa, it's a constitutional democracy.
You know what happens with the law? What happens is that when there's a question of law that is being raised, the lawmakers are faced with what we call interpretation. But if we interpret it, can it make sense? Will it be suitable for everybody? Then it goes to a stage, you could see, then we can consult with other parties. So now with this case, they have deliberated and they've seen, you could see, part of it, part of the section 26 subsection 1 actually it is discriminating against the spouses, especially the male spouse. It discriminates against them. Therefore, that's why they're taking it to court for interpretation and enforcement. But if the Constitutional Court agrees with the Bloemfontein decision, then that's when we will see what it entails. But as it stands, it still says umuntu wesifazane uthatha isibongo somuntu wesilisa. Isame kanjalo. Akakaphasiswa lo mthetho.
Quite an interesting one. Mbukeli, Kumbula awuphoqelekile to make this decision. It's entirely up to you, and it's one that can be considered between the two of you as a couple. Kodwa ke asazi ke ngoba kuyayethi ukuthi uma usudecidile ukuthi uya komunye umuzi ufika lapho awugananga umuntu wakho yedwa uthatha umndeni wonke, and this is a decision that the family considers. And when we come back, I want us to look at the implications of that. Ukuthi umndeni, how does it respond to all of this? Mbokele sesiphetha nje ake siza ukuthi ihambeli zethu zisiqwashisa zithini ngalolu daba. Mkhulu, let me come to you ngoba indaba yesibongo inkulu kakhulu. Especially because umuntu wesifazane awugani nje umyeni wakho kuphela, ugana the entire family. Kubaleka kangakanani ukuthi mhlawumbe mangabe nithatha isinqumo nobabili ukuthi okay, thina ke mhlawumbe sosebenzisa isibongo sakwaKhumalo ngesebenzisa isibongo sakwaZwane. Mhlawumbe ke uthatha umndeni ubeke phansi ukuthi uzwisise.
Hayi angiboni wena Ndlovukazi ukuthi bangavuma ngoba ukucanula amadlozi yilento thina singabantu abamnyama sisabayo kunayo yonke into ngoba udonsela nje inkinga unnecessary. Everything esiyenzayo mele we need to make sure ukuthi asicanula amadlozi. We are always in harmony namadlozi ethu. So ngizwa nje amakhehla as you were talking bakhuluma ukuthi if sidedela lento njengale umthetho uzovuma ukuthi abafazi babe namadoda amabili. Who would it makes sense that a discussion as well, which is why ukuthi asazi ke ukuthi yogcina plendo. Somehow it has got to be stopped. It has got to be stopped, Ndlovukazi, because njengoba ngisho ukuthi le constitution esirulayo it's not supposed to be. Remember history of the constitution in the balkanization of our land, then set up a constitution to protect Lobzots. So therefore the republic itself and the constitution that protects this republic umthetho or wrong for abantu abamnyama, that is not supposed to be. And even according to the UN Charter, you can never implement umthetho wakwenye country in another country.
In about 10 seconds, I suppose it's difficult because, Advocate Mpofu, the constitution is still in place in this country. As much as abanye abantu bathi mhlambe no, it must be challenged. Kodwa, it's still in place.
Yeah, it's very important ukuthi in as much as sinawo amasiko, but also kunomthetho sisekelo okuyi constitution. Hence you see ukuthi if kukhona abantu okunento engabaphethe kahle, they approach ama courts ukuthi ku interpretwe this law. Kubonakala ukuthi ikhona na indlela engenziwa ukuze sikwazi ukuthi si accommodate labantu laba abafeel ukuthi they are not accommodated in terms of the constitution, njengayo le couple lena ekhalayo ukuthi ngifuna ukuthatha isibongo sakankosikazi wami kodwa isystem yase home affairs ayingivumeli. So we just want to fix leyo part.
Nobabili ngicela nibuye isinqumo senkantolo masisiphumile sokukhuluma ukuthi siboneke manje ukuthi umhlahlandlela uthini mbukeli ake sibonge kakhulu ukuthi uhlanganyele kanye nathi nehambele zethu umkhulu uNtsingiza oyi-CEO yeZinzi Mandela Foundation kanye no-advocate Ntombi Mpofu oyi-family law expert asithembe ukuthi nasemakhaya niyakhuluma ke ngalokhu nasenkundleni zokuxhumana ngilindele ukuthi ngizwe ukuthi nonke nithini ayixwabene.